Senior Breastfeeding Peer Counselor here at the Peoria City County Health Department.
Hi, my name's Emily. I'm one of our nutritionists here at the WIC office and also a lactation specialist too.
And today we're going to make lactation cookies with chocolate chips. First, we're going to go ahead and add in all of our ingredients that we need to mix, and this will be a lot of our wet ingredients. We are going to do a half a cup of sugar, a whole cup of brown sugar, so we're going to just pack that in like so. Add that in. 2 sticks of butter that is room temperature. And then we are substituting for applesauce instead of eggs. And we're going to mix these all together. You want to start off slow so it doesn't splatter all over. Everything mixed together is sugar, brown sugar, applesauce. You're going to go ahead and add vanilla. 2 teaspoons. This is a half a teaspoon, so we're going to do it 4 times. Then we're going to mix that together. You fold it in so we get all that flavor in there. Next, we're going to move on to our dry ingredients.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and mix in our dry ingredients. So the first thing we'll do is we're going to do 3 cups of oats. We will then do 1.5 cups of flour. And you want to make sure that you level that flour off. You can use a knife for that. We then have 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and I have a 1/4 of a teaspoon right here, so I'm going to do 3 of them. And then I'm going to do half a teaspoon of baking powder, and then we're going to do 3 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, and this is a half a tablespoon. And then you're going to go ahead and just combine all of those dry ingredients in here. And then the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take our wet ingredients and we're going to mix them into our dry ingredients. So this batter might get really thick, so you just want to make sure that you can continue stirring that. And then you'll want to go ahead and make sure to line your pan with either some parchment paper, or you can also use some cooking spray like we are today. And then you'll go ahead and just take some spoonfuls of the batter and you'll just make cookies on here.
You want to get a pretty good heaping size of that tablespoon there. You can always make these without peanut butter if you're allergic. Tastes delicious.
And you can also add any other kind of add-ins too if you want. You could always add in some raisins or any type of dried fruit if you want also. Or even some chia seeds too if you'd like to kind of help, or even some protein powder also.
So go ahead and make sure you have about 1.5 to 2 inches between each cookie so they can expand when they are cooking. We're going to go ahead and put them in our oven. Our oven's been preheating at 350 degrees. We'll put them in for 10 to 12 minutes.
All right, so here we made our oatmeal lactation cookies with chocolate chips. We did make them eggless today. You can use eggs, of course, or if you have someone that cannot do eggs, you can do it with applesauce. And for some of those that are breastfeeding, an increase in fiber intake can help with their supply. There's no scientific studies out there that show either yes or no. So eating about 1 or 2 of these a day should hopefully help with that milk supply for you. And you can go ahead and store these on the counter in an airtight container for up to a week, or you can also freeze them too for up to 3 months in the freezer.